Hello again, everybody. This is Darick from ScreamingEagleAirsoft.com. Yep, that's ScreamingEagleAirsoft.com. That's where you can go to get all your airsoft supplies and needs. Now today, what we're doing is we're doing a know-it-all video, an Airsoft 101 video, where I'm going to show you how to properly blouse your boots with your pant legs. Hey, you might ask me, why, Darick? Why are you doing a video like this? Well, let me explain. Seen some pretty sad looking boots and legs uniforms out there on the airsoft field, and I felt like it was my civic duty to explain to you as an airsoft player how to blouse your boots. Now I understand that you might not have ever served in the military or police, you might not have had any kind of training, and that's fine. There are a lot of airsofters out there that are not in the military, never have been in the military, but they enjoy wearing the military uniform, carrying the military equipment, and portraying themselves as a member of the armed forces. It's like when I was a kid, I liked to play cowboys and Indians. Guess what? I was never a real cowboy, but it still was fun to do it. Alright, so if you are trying to portray any kind of professional militant, then you should dress professionally. You should dress appropriately. And just putting the pants on and throwing a pair of boots on isn't enough. Let me explain what I'm talking about. Now, you probably can't see my boots. Here we go. I'm going to elevate them a little bit. Here, let's move the camera down. Alright, well, you all know how to put boots on, and you all know how to put your pants on. But some people, what they do is they'll put their boots on. I'm not going to lace them up, but you put your boots on, and then you take your pants and you drop them over your boots like this. I see a lot of this going on. Okay, out there on the field, I might see some people running around like this. Okay, now in my time in the service, now understand that it was a few years ago, but in my time in the service, when we're running around out in the woods, or should I say, even in garrison or wherever, and we saw another soldier, my unit specifically, whenever we saw another soldier dressed like this, comments would fly amongst ourselves. We would either call him a rag bag, a dirt bag, a scumbag, you know, something that was very baggy. No, I mean, it was not compliments. These were not compliments. We considered this person lazy because they wouldn't put their stuff on properly. Okay, now you ask, hey, well, Darick, why do they give, you know, these strings on in the hem so that I can pull it tight and lace it? Well, those are only for an emergency, like if you're in your rack and you are in your sleeping bag and all of a sudden there's a stand to called or an alert and you have to get out of your sleeping bag and throw your boots on real quick and dash out there. That would be the time when you would use these strings. You would draw them tight and you would drive on and continue with the battle. But if you've got time, if you have some extra minutes to get dressed, that is not the way to do it. Okay, now some people think, hey, well, my camouflage pants over my boots provides me additional camouflage down on my leg. Well, you know what? So what? That's still not proper. I'm going to show you a technique for blousing your boots. Now, I am not talking about blousing for dress uniforms or blousing for when you are on parade. Those are totally different types of blouses. This is just a standard combat blouse. Now, I have white socks on to better make it easier for you to see what I am doing. Plus my white legs. Look at that. It's sexy. Okay. Okay, when you go to blouse your boots, you make sure that you have enough space to work with. You put your pants legs down inside of your boots. Now I'm reaching as deep as I can above my heel and as far down on my instep as I can with my boots. My pant leg. That right there would probably be okay. But what I'm going to show you is to make it even look smart. You want it to pop. Okay, you have a seam on your inseam and your outside seam. And what you would do is you would fold this over. You tuck your back portion of the fabric under the seam. I don't know if you can see all that. And you lay it down. And then same thing on the outside. The back portion under the seam, and you fold the seam back. So your fabric on the front covers the fold that went underneath. And then when you lace up your boots, you don't just leave it like that. You take your threads, your laces, and you tuck them inside so that there's nothing to get caught on in the woods. Okay? So there you go. Simple. It's tucked underneath to the front. Do both sides. Let's check it out. I'm not using the drawstrings. There's no need. Tucking the fabric down as far as I can inside the boot, just above my instep and my heel. And then I fold the fabric underneath, folding the front fabric over. Same thing with the outside. Fabric under, front side over. Now on me, there's like a little groove right behind, on my leg, right behind my ankle, where I can tuck that fold to make it extremely comfortable. If you're curious, these are Converse multicam boots, which I love. Alright, now let's see this from a distance. And there you go. Bloused inside the boots. It can hang down a little bit. That's just your extra fabric just hanging down. That's fine. Alright guys, now you can blouse your boots any way you want. You don't even have to blouse them. I know you're just an airsoft player and you're just out there to have some fun, but if you're actually trying to look professional, this is the way to do it. Take it from Mr. Everything and 4C. This is the way you blouse your boots. It makes you look very professional. It's just that one extra step towards the atmosphere. The part of the appeal of the game is the whole atmosphere of the force on force, etc., etc. Take it from me, Mr. Everything and 4C, that if you blouse your boots like this, you will look a little bit more professional than you did in the past. And I know you know a few of these guys that just run around with their pants all flapping around, and they definitely do not look professional. Thanks for coming out and checking out this video. Appreciate it, and hope this taught you something. If you'd like to subscribe, we really appreciate it. You can go ahead and subscribe up there. And you can also find us on Google Plus and Facebook. Go ahead and add screaminggoairsoft.com. Now remember guys, whenever you're on the airsoft field, play safe.